back to my channel. Today I'm going to be taking part in the Marie Curie collab with Juliet McNeill Crafts, and the other people playing along will be in the description box below, so please check out their videos after you've seen this one. Okay, so part of the collab is for Marie Curie, which obviously their colours are yellow and their symbol is the daffodil, which is going to be featured in my video today. And I'm using the Nuys layered daffodil dies that I got in a magazine recently. So I've cut out the various shapes ahead of time just to save you watching me crank all of those through, and I've cut up enough for about 3 daffodils. I don't know if I'm going to use them all yet, but I thought I'd cut 3 out because odd numbers are better. So I'm testing out the pens on the coloured cardstock because they come up differently on different colours. So I just want to see how dark they are, and I pick tulip yellow and mustard for the base and the main top petal. So I do mustard on the base, that's the darkest colour, and then I do a little bit of tulip yellow around the next layer. And I'm just adding that to where I think the shadows will fall, and I'm assuming my light source is on the top right hand side. So anything that's on the bottom left is what gets a darker shadow. And then for the peachy colours that I picked for the, I don't know what they're called, flower centres I suppose, the bell part of the daffodil, I use saffron as the darkest colour and daffodil bloom for the main colour, and I use that all over just to take the peach feel out of that and make them more yellow, if that makes sense. So now I'm just layering up the blooms itself, and I'm using my multi-matte medium. I like using wet glue, especially when I'm piecing together die cuts like this that are really fussy, because it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. And I'm just going in with my pens and adding a bit more depth. Now I'm going to work on the leaf and the stem. So I'm using leaf green on the leaf, and I'm just adding shadow where I think it would naturally fall based on how the flower's going to overlap and where the leaf is overlapping the stem. So I just layer up those 2 little pieces, again with some multi-matte medium, and glue it to the stem. I went ahead and did 2 more of the flowers off camera, and I'm just finishing up the last 2 leaf and stems. Then I decide I need a sentiment, but it doesn't feel like a sentiment-y card. I don't really know how else to say that. So what I decided to do is make a panel which gives another kind of pattern but also has a sentiment on it, if that makes sense. So I'm using Peanut Brittle ink by Memento, and it's just one of the dewdrop ones, and I'm stamping a repeating kind of phrase on that panel that says comfort, hope, peace and strength, and this is from the Encouraging Words stamp set by Stampendous. Now I've cut these couple of layers off camera just to save a bit of time, and I'm going to stick them down with my new glue runner, which I actually really liked, and I don't quite stick it on straight, so I'm just trimming the edge so it's not so noticeable, and then I just check my cards around the right way before I stick that down. I've done that mistake many a time. So now I'm making a panel out of this little strip that I stamped, and I'm just mounting and trimming that onto the same cardstock that's in the background. It also brings in the white from the base of the card base, if that makes sense. So I've got a couple of white elements going on, and I'm going to just stick the daffodils to the stems, and I actually make a mistake here, and I realised that the daffodil heads usually hang down because the flower's quite heavy, so I just go and change that. Okay, so I decide I like that arrangement, so I'm going to go and commit and stick it down. And to begin with, I stick this first blossom behind the panel, but at the end I decide I don't like that and I move it to the front, just so it's consistent with the other ones. It just looked a bit random having one tucked behind. And then finally, to finish it off, I use the peanut brittle ink and just ink around the edges, and that's my card finished. And I just wanted to say thank you for watching, and there is going to be a Just Giving page that Julia has set up for Marie Curie, so if you are interested in giving a donation, because that's what we're here for, that will be in the description box below, and please go and check out all of the other talented ladies on the collab and see what they've been making. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. Bye!
50 awesome points to everybody who got this far in the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can find out when I release new videos, and there are a couple of videos here for your delectation if you so desire.